What's up, everybody? This is Amonra. Talk. I'm gonna talk about this change as a character. Put in my final thoughts.
Ready for a knockout?
This man playing DPS. One. I like him. How's the feel for him? Like a setup. I like how some of the impacts are gonna be like in the lore, but weird to me since I was kind of weak in comparison to everybody else. It's not the best. He's arguably the most dead character in this game. Like, he's weak, he barely does anything. He doesn't stack up in comparison to everybody else. Everyone else has a thing, and he doesn't. Like, he just sucks all around. There's nothing that he has that brings a bigger thing to the table. Now again, there's some different things that he can insert and do some measurement of, but he's just every time being stamped in the ground or is barely doing anything. I don't think he's the weakest. I feel like at high prob he could do something. When I make a tier list, I'll put more explanation into that. But for the general record, like a high play, if you're not getting quacked on, you don't have a minimum good level understanding with Tankfist, you can't do that much. I like how he's able to
Dodge this.
go into other stuff when you real fast. This, he do that, all his cooldown instant. You know what I'm saying? I like how he's fitted with things involving text of that type of setup, but all the same amount for text that they had before or moved. There's some of the things that they add that even correspond the best, because obviously it's Tankfist. He's able to boost around and plateau capabilities in different ways and different combinations with other characters. It's not like how Doomfist will be able, I was going here, I could sink, slam, get a great crater case damage. With my character,
Prepare yourself.
a high blip, you know what I'm saying, I'm boosting around, I'm full blip on my, I full rocking with the hops. But now it's not insertive stamp damage. I can't integrate a higher rotor damage to have my character packing more of a punch. And now, even though my character still feels slightly like DPS Fist, it doesn't really make a difference. Tankfist still doesn't feel as strong. He doesn't feel like he holds the best weight, and all around how he's asserted with other compositions don't work for me.
Wait for it.
All characters are gonna have to be as good as the team who makes the record of
Rocket punch.
see in this game. You can't just solo, you can't do anything by yourself. Or if one quick, you could probably burst open the entire enemy, like, if you want to. Even though it's probably not as realistic. Play like that, so I couldn't really tell you. I don't care. Example aside, the point is that he can't be the best he can be in some good measurement for his own being. He has to be inserted with this type of composition. He's always needing to come back with him. He's always needing this. I have to ask for healing times 1,000. Unlike a general tank, I feel like obviously as a tank and being the only one, I should be pitted with as much help as possible because I'm the only person ground with the capabilities I have right now. I should not have to depend heavily on other people when I have a great measurement of capabilities by myself, and I can rock with others and do something the best way like it did back in Overwatch 1. And even though again that was DPS Fist, at least I still could stagger and have a constant prevail and not derail. Because Doomfist at high gauge wasn't the most grandest hero, but he didn't suck. This character at general could be F, and I don't think that should be a thing for any character. I don't think any character in any video game should be F, just straight dog shit. But Doomfist barely holds stack. He gets stun locks at different times, he gets bugged out by multiple people, he can be meat rided, it barely does anything. Even if you charge Fist, sometimes it won't even hold a difference. Because I don't get health from it, I only have a little sustain to pack a little bit of punch, and I have to punch it. And a lot of my combinations, a lot of my boosts, my rollouts, other capabilities, my thing, to be super complex and dynamic is taken away. I don't have that wrathful precision anymore. My character can't be bouncing around and bringing pounded flurries like DPS Fist in a good way. Because either the rest of the shit that I have to have either comes from my ult, as you see on the bottom, or again, charging to be made. See, that's terrible. That's terrible. This is the #1 way to get some boost. And again, that's a good boost. It's not bad. It's not like I don't have to do how far I go. Like, do like
Face me.
anything. Go hop, it's fine. That other high beam, that was good. It's not but it's just like
Rocket punch.
you can get the same capabilities you could in other games. You know what I mean? Do something like this or something like that to go ahead and bring out a barrage of assault on somebody. That's good. Because again, you could pit a lot of your capabilities in different ways against somebody else. But I can't have the same robusting power. I can't
Ready for a knockout?
doing this, flip, and crack. But I can still stack up because these are cool movements. But how dependable are they? Rollouts at least has some good assertion. When you do rollouts with Doomfist from a competitive grind set now, it doesn't matter. Because rollouts, these fucking cool ass tricks, at the end of the day, it's just tricks. It's not actually pitching your skill higher than others at the end of the day. This goes for sports as well. At the end of the day, there's a video game tricks, but at least when I would again do something like this and have some skill.
Meteor strike.
This will do a lot better. Make me stronger.
Seismic shock.
By damage, sink, bop out. All the way, compensate, solid. That's gone. It's irrelevant. It's not there anymore. It doesn't do anything. It barely stacks up. It's cool, but unless you are Zebra or get quacked on, even then, considerably, I love both of them. Couldn't pitch higher plays of power in an actual competitive grind set way because it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. It's irrelevant cost. He has barely any good stakes. And unfortunately, it's just weird. Also, can we talk about how this false advertisement? He got this full clothed over white coat, the yellow paint, and the piked out pimple cybernetics he got in his head. It's weird as hell. My man built like Megamind. I mean, I like the kids of design that's coming together. Pimples a little bit more cool, like the comic book cinch with it. You know what I'm saying? Like how the setup is like in a comic book case feel, and the other cybernetics wrapped into it, in the state of still kind of having some African war chiefs that, you know, like the other design better. I feel like in perception of what it actually represents in this character is better because Doomfist now is like some average brawler. He doesn't look good in the same form. Like, it is what it is. This is a 6 out of 10 design. It's a very niche thing. The other thing, again, in the full form place of what it is in the lore and what it is as a character and just all around the setup represented the character a lot more. And this one, I feel like deravels a lot of that complexity of it. You know, big word, Martin Luther King shit. I'm just saying, it's like when you put a character in a new form, obviously there's gonna be stuff that you rather like, and it's not entirely terrible. It just kind of degrades a lot of the coolness, intricate form of design it kind of was tied together with African war chief, place in modern day, and a great deal of design factors that played into the factor of him being a man that is the definition of conflict and war prevalence. You know what I'm saying? He beams off into conflict. He rises through that. Every death, every battle, every case of same man for negativity, he grows stronger. I look like the average villain someone like Superman would fight. Like, he still is cool. He still is a case of cool to say man for design. It's just bad. It's a thumbs down this design. And at the same time, a thumbs down on how his setup is. And I still love him. I'm still gonna play this. I still want to do more. I'm gonna keep it a buck. There's a lot of different scenarios where I feel like I'm not pitching the most in. I feel like my other teammates are doing a lot of work for me.
Wait for it.
Like I'm in the back. Doomfist doesn't feel like a healer no more. Doomfist, in this case, for the team, he doesn't do anything. There's a corresponding difference. I don't know. I said healer. I don't know. If I said healer, I didn't mean to go and say that because I'm obviously hitter. But technically, I don't feel like a hard healer for the team if I was actually going about things. I was helping out like technically a tank would. He provided shield, corresponding great defense, setting up offense for my other people to go ahead and get in, or penetrating the team at hardcore. I don't feel like a heavy hitter. I feel like I pack damage, but it's like only a small necessity because they could pick me up. They could jump me if needed to. And again, I want to reiterate, my
Rocket punch.
Depend on others is bad.
Ready for a knockout?
You don't want to be as good as the team compromises to be. This is a team-based game. You're only going to have as much weight as your weakest link and how much technical things that you provide. So with any team that's damn near life when you have other people around you. But when you take it to the extreme where my character is at default, bitch made and barely has any capabilities, and I can get dogged, and my fist does not do as much, it's bad. I feel like they should reformed him back into prime black on my Overwatch 2 Doomfist. Where
Rocket punch!
and it's just like Doomfist has gotten rooted. He's not Doomfist no more. It's not Big Brock. You know what I'm saying? There's still complexity, there's still things you can play into, but at the end of the day, he just doesn't hold the same stack as competitively, he's just weak. He's not good at all. Any good things about them. There was nothing broken about the Overwatch 2 beta thing. I feel like it was very stupid. It took away a lot of great things that he could do. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace and army. Love y'all.